English. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down, yeah, make it come treat it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, get!
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
79 Broncos!
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin Lloyd brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man. But he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
18, 5 here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolutely absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives him a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball stopped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Already at at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chad Muma
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Throwing is Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Lawrence
gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there. A first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Amulikin.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence, he'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Etienne up the middle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their... He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Well, they got the ball to start the third quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, you know, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play of the third quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
But first down, Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They had the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
18 Rattler.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Cougar 19.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and run the option. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb.